It's happening. Listen, before this episode starts, we just thought we'd make a little clip to let you know that anyone who doesn't know, we now have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/another one podcast. And there's like a few different tiers on there. And we can go and get where you can sign up to us. And it helps us make this podcast. Helps us us pay for the podcast. Helps us make it better. Helps us improve and put more content out. We've got big plans for things we want to do. Haven't we? Since
yes, we have. We've got big plans. We have got big plans.
Yes, Rob. Yes.
No, we have got big plans, and without anyone signing to the Patreon, this will die.
Yeah.
This will go away eventually, because if we can't make it work financially, we can't keep doing it, can we?
No, we can't just keep throwing fucking...
No, and we've got Aftermill to buy, and that fucking costs
We've got kids to pay for. Yeah. Listen, I'll be honest, if I can't provide, I'll leave.
Yeah.
So...
And we already know.
You don't want to make an orphan.
We already know how it's going, don't we? So we needed to be giving us something back.
Yeah, please.
Because we're bleeding here.
My kids are begging. My kids begging.
So sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/another one podcast.
That's it. There's 3 different tiers, loads of different prices.
Pick one.
Help
sign
us.
Up. You won't even notice it going out your bank. It's a couple of quid.
Less than a Tesco meal deal. Or, well, maybe more than a Tesco meal deal.
You'd buy a starving man a meal deal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm starving. That's what we are. Look at me.
Look at him. Do you think that? Do you think this?
Help.
Another one.
It's happening.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Another One podcast with me, Simon Wozniak, Rob Thomas.
I was going to say, I might introduce myself.
And, we haven't sorted thingies.
Oh, shit, yeah, Tony.
And 2 debutants. I'll start with the gentleman to my left, Mr. David Alfie Ward.
Hello.
You keep talking, Alfie.
Thanks for having me. They're just sorting out the mic.
They are just sorting out the mic for the non-viewing listener. And we're ready. And the next guest debutant.
A bit closer if you don't mind. So.
Hang on.
There we go.
Mr. Tony Murrell. Is it Murrell?
Murrell it is.
Murrell.
Everyone says Murrell, yeah.
Sorry. I thought Murrell was a bit too fucking bougie. I thought Murrell was a bit like, you know what I mean? They'll try and give it a little bit of a... Like people try with my name, they'll try... Well, actually, my name is like Wozniak, something like that.
Yeah.
But like when someone tries to over-pronounce and they get... It's like, just say it how it looks, yeah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much for having us on.
No? Pleasure to have you on. Who do we start with? We're going to start with the guy who's coming into the murky world. You're not a podcast yet, are you, Dave?
Yeah, I am. But
yours is...
He's 41, isn't he?
I thought it was...
I do a footy one. I'm part of a footy one, and then I've got one with a battle rapper.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Has It Come to This? So,
right.
But and so it's one of my best mates is used to be the 27th best model in the world.
27th.
27th. He was on the cover of Vogue twice.
How did he rank it?
Well, it was just like...
Sorry, I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to have to... Right, what's his name?
Vogue like Ballon d'Or?
His name is Rhys Sanders. If you type in Rhys Sanders model...
And you say he's one of your best mates?
Yeah. Oh. So we became mates after he stopped modelling, innit?
Right.
Like he's...
How old was you when you become mates?
Oh, probably about 5 years ago.
Right, so you weren't trying to smash with him then?
Nah. No, well. One time we was out and I was chatting out these birds and he's banging on about modelling. And I was like, oh, shut up, Rhys. Like, because I knew he modelled, but I thought he did like Matalan catalogs, innit? Yeah, him, yeah. And I knew he modelled, and I thought he just did like, fucking Matalan shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went, how many times have you been on the cover of Vogue trying to show him up in front of these birds? And he went, twice. And then he got up the covers. And I was like, it really, fuck off. You know?
So what is he known at all? Or just a model?
Just in the
like David
world.
Gandy's a bit of a celebrity now because of him being such an attractive bloke, whatever. That Rhys fella, is he ever...
He was known for a while, but then like most models, like Gandy's like a fucking...
Yeah.
Like he's still modelling now.
Yeah.
Usually you get old and you get like someone newer, younger, better.
Diet Coke, man.
Yeah.
He's
100%. But he's from Nottingham and he was walking around Nottingham one day and some guy came up to him and said, you should model and I'll pay for your train down to London to like and he was like, this guy just wants to bang me. Yeah, and
that's a lot of it. That is a lot of it. A lot of these model scouts, they are just people that are just trying to bang.
Well, imagine being a model scout when you got to look for kids fit.
Yeah.
It's like you're just basically a nonce. Hey, your daughter's a bit fit. Do you want to do CBBS?
He kept on pestering him like, come down to London, do a shoot, come down to London, and he did a Swarovski shoot. and he got paid like $2,000, which now he later found out he should have been paid about $20,000 for that kind of shoot. And they asked for his top off, and the whole time he's like, I knew it, I fucking knew they were trying to bang me. And then so he's like one of my best mates now, and he's an influencer and model agent now. That's what he does now.
Oh, okay.
And one of our
looking to take on any clients? Come on. Be the 28th best model.
Hey, there's a market for people like me. I told you.
I do have a podcast with him and a battle rapper called Tony D, who was like world champion, Don't Flop.
Yeah.
And we just go pub together, and we started a podcast, but we're on a hiatus at the moment because some personal issues going on with people behind the pod. So
always the way. I told you, it's a murky world. You're getting into this, mate.
There's pod wars,
You're getting into this.
Pod wars.
So your pod going to be about anything, or what's the?
So basically, my podcast is going to be called The Good, The Bad and The Ugly Podcast.
Right, okay.
So basically, within that, so good, the bad, or the ugly.
Right, okay.
But like I say, like see the likes of yourselves and other podcasts, and also for promoting as well for what I do and stuff as well. So it's a bit of a platform to try and get it out there and do certain things with the podcast. But if it was that easy,
what kind of guests you looking to get on?
Just normal, just
hard cases in it.
No,
it's gonna be hard cases.
It is.
Yeah.
No, it's just not just that. It's just like normal people, and people who have grew up with and stuff. You've got a story or characters, but also.
Tony, you're from a working class town, Runcorn. The people you grew up with who've got stories. Yeah. It's not nice ones.
Well, not just from Runcorn, from Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
But like people say, I can maybe ask a couple of people who've had on events and stuff to come on and try and, help the podcast grow. Do you know what I mean? But there's plenty. There's a few people who said they'll.
So you're just doing it for with yourself, or you got like a co-presenter or anything?
No, I'm just doing it with myself. But I'd looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, what have I put myself in for here? Do you know what I mean? But no, I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, I only announced it last night, and I've had a lot of good feedback because about 12 months I was wanting to. I had only told my missus about a week ago. She just laughed at me, went, you fucking dickhead.
Have you recorded any? Have you tried?
You've done a pod before, haven't you? I've seen you on a pod.
Yeah, I've done Fighting Demons with my mate John. He's got a podcast, and it was sort of looking at what he was doing with Matthew and stuff like that, and obviously seeing yourselves and other, like have a word, and obviously, another level and stuff like that.
For anyone who doesn't know Tony, he's event... I feel like you're an events manager, which the only other people I know are events managers are middle-class women that I went to uni with, or rich kids who couldn't get a proper degree, so they went into events management in uni. But you actually do events, and one of the events you put comedy nights on as well, which is where we know you from.
Yeah, because obviously I've had yourselves. I've had all three of you at the comedy office in Runcorn before, and so it's obviously the comedy office and events organising, so to speak. But it's something that I feel, I want to have a go of, and, if you don't try something, and, it's something that I'm very passionate about as well. Definitely
something likely, say. You got to get all the contacts, you might as well give it a go. No, well, that's it. Like I said, when I told my missus just laughed at me like she always does. She's like, you fucking dickhead. And it's just, I thought, it spurs me on a little bit to go, I'll show you. What made you start putting events on? Do you know what? I always wanted to be a footballer. That's everyone. No, I always wanted to play for Everton or whatever. And when did you give that dream up? Was it still alive? No, you're giving out shit there. I've got the footy under me top, like, but I didn't stop believing I was going to be a footballer until Jurgen Klopp took over Liverpool, and then I was like, "Is it? That late? I'm not Jurgen pressing, am I?" Right. I thought I might play for Everton then. How late did you jib the dream of playing footy off? I used to play on a Sunday, but you thought you were going to be Ian Wright. 22. Yeah, 22. I get injured all the time. I'd go, my missus would say, don't go to football. Right. You're going to be off work all fucking week. Yeah. Your knee ligaments, your ankle ligaments, you don't get paid and all that. I'm thinking, for fuck's sake. So what level did you get to? Do you know what I played? Played for me district when I was a bit, schoolboys. Same as me. Yeah, everyone gets to that level. Played for me district. Yeah. I'd trials of Port Vale and that. I know a few Port Vale lads. Tranmere, Preston, fucking all these black Northwest club. Port Vale, yeah, okay. But it was not like I say. It's like every young lad's dream. You want to be a footballer. How old were the Port Vale trials? I was 16, 15. 16. Okay, that's in respect. Right. Trials though.
Styles. I got asked to go back though. I did ask to go back, but I broke my hand going in for a fucking tackle.
I remember playing for District at 15, and we played against John Joe Shelby.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and just fucking. That's when
levels.
I knew I was like,
levels.
There's levels, isn't it? Oh. My best mate Tom played for Dagenham and Redbridge at the time, so he was at a pro club, and they were having a battle in midfield, but John Joe was winning it every time.
Yeah,
every time, and his dad was called Nutty Paul. Tom's dad. For obvious reasons, because he was a fucking probably the kind of guy you'd get on your podcast, to be quite honest.
Character,
right? Yeah, character. He was a bit of a character, right? And he's seen his son get torn to shreds by John Joe Shelby, and he just stands up and he goes, "For fuck's sake, stop letting this bald cunt get the better of you." and then John Joe Shelby's dad got, "It's got alopecia, you cunt," and they just start fighting on the touchline. The game has to get stopped.
I love how that's great.
Yeah,
I used to play with Victor Anichebe, and playing for Everton. Whether it's me, another lad.
This is
called
a story.
David Flynn.
Was that you or Victor that got there?
Victor went for trials together at Everton, 3 of us. And Victor got asked to go back, and we never. And I always swore he wasn't that great playing Sunday League. He was just an athlete. And then he had a year at Everton, and it was unbelievable. Like, literally, he'd gone from not being the most skillful, but he could boot the ball and then for the pitch. And he'd run faster than anyone, and he's a foot taller than everyone. And it was like
strong as well.
Yeah.
So
he just had everyone off that way. But like technical ability wasn't anything great. Then he done a year at Everton, and he come back to training with us after the year just for a laugh, and it was unbelievable. It was like literally just this touch. You just like, where the fuck's that come? Like, unbelievable. And But then that was always my thing. So when Charles Everton I was captain of Victor Anichebe, and then just got let go.
Like Davey said there, there's levels, and you think to yourself, you just see the touch, or they've got that extra bit of pace, and you think, fucking hell, but you've either got it or you haven't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I was too much of a pussy to ever make it anywhere.
Did you play? Don't even come across like great. You played, to be honest.
Oh no, I'm good, like, but I'm too much of a pussy.
As a winger,
too much of a pussy, but. Maybe now.
Do you still play comics football up this way?
No, I've made the glass.
No, we did it for a couple of years, and then it's just dead hard trying to get the numbers.
I wanted to come up and play sometime.
Well, I want to play the Londoners because I think it's just shit.
Should we do a north south?
Okay.
Who's the good soccer players down south?
There's two down south now, isn't there?
There's a play. They play on a Sunday, but I'm in the group chat, but I'm always too hungover.
I've heard there's 2 comics games. There's one you've got to be selectively asked to do, and then there's one. Like a decent one.
Like apparently the one league team, but someone's
but it's like apparently the one that's been going for years that you got to be selected and asked to do. Apparently they're all shit.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one. Dane Baptiste. Don't know if you know. I think he's done. He got banned from playing. Didn't even take it too seriously. Yeah, they said no, you're taking it too seriously. I remember hearing that and going, I'd fucking love to play them.
Well, who are the Bishop is all right, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he used to be able to play, didn't he? Southport or something. Who else? Terry Alderton was a keeper, wasn't he?
He was a goalkeeper at Southend.
So who's the highest comic who could play that you know of? Is it Bishop?
Probably was Bishop, wasn't he? No, because how big's Southend?
Southend they've just been relegated last year to the National League, but they were pro club.
Yeah, so I think Brimson never played. He was just a fan.
But his brother used to play footy, did he, or something?
Yeah, but he was just a fan.
Right, yeah.
I think it must have been Alderton then rather than.
Well, he's a keeper though.
Not counting them.
What's wrong with being a keeper?
Come on.
Why are you a keeper?
I wasn't. I played centre back.
I'm not
centre back or centre mid.
Yeah, keepers. Yeah.
And I played a charity match at Leyton Orient, and the Dark Destroyer from the Chase was the manager, and he pulled me up. It was meant to be a celebrity, but they heard me on Talksport. They was like, "Do you want to play in this celebrity football match?" I was like, "I'll have some of that."
Jimmy Grimble.
So he calls me up, and I'm Leyton Orient's like my local club as well. So all my friends and family are there. And like about 20 minutes ago, he goes, "You do a job at left back?" I said, "Look at me. Do you think I could do a job at fucking left back?" I was marking this guy called Kevin Lisby who played for Charlton. He just retired from semi-pro. Right, he'd gone down to semi-pro. He just retired. He was tearing me to shreds in the corner. I was marking him. I said, "Hey, bro, you got to allow me." I said, my friends and family are here. I said, you got,
you fucking bitch. She say, do that again, I'll break your fucking legs.
Yeah, and a friend to go fucking through. Like,
I would go for him if I could get fucking near him. Do you know what I mean?
Not on Wales when you can't even
got the ball, just fucking...
Not on Wales, you can't even fucking boot them. He's like, I can't just kick him, I can't, he's too quick.
Yeah. I was playing centre back, they put me centre back after that when they realised that I was just getting skinned. I went centre back with Jeff Brazier, me and Jeff Brazier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was so surreal. Like, come on, fucking push up, Jeff.
I remember
massive dick, by the way. I don't know if I can
Has
say.
he?
Oh my god! I have to tell everybody. Like,
Really?
in the
Fraser?
changing room afterwards.
That postcode lottery dick.
Mate, what's he knocking on the door with? That's what I want to know. It's huge.
Carragher's got a nice piece.
Has he?
It's not lengthwise, just dead pretty.
What?
How
do you know that?
I was
You had it in
playing-
your mouth or what?
I know. I don't know what it tastes like, but it just looks very pretty. I was playing squash in Crosby Bats, and it's obviously his local gym. And he was in there when the change got a shower, and then I looked around, and it was only me and him in the change, and I realised, fucking hell, that's Carragher. And then I looked, he's fucking bollock. And then I was like looking at his cock, and I had to stop myself at a point because I realised, hold on, you're looking at this fella's cock for too long now. Like, it's getting weird. But I'm just there looking at his cock.
Did he see
The
yours?
nights that cock's given me, like
Didn't say it.
Istanbul. No, but in my head, I was thinking to myself, Istanbul 05, and I'm staring at his cock, thinking about all the highlights of Carragher's career. And at one point, I haven't realised you've been staring at his cock now for about 30 seconds. It's too long to be staring at anyone's willy.
30 seconds is long if it's just you
Exactly.
two.
Just
30
bring it
seconds
in.
is long.
And you can tell he's probably sitting there thinking,
It's the 400
what the fuck's
metres.
going on here?
It's nice though, which is
It was very
it's
pretty, like-
yeah,
It annoys me that, doesn't it? You know, he's got a nice dick. It's like, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
spits at kids though, so
Yeah.
can't be all that good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice dick or spit at kids. What do you want? What would
I'd
you rather
spit
do?
at the kids for a nice dick.
Some kid, we was talking before, there's some kids that soft play you want to spit on, so.
So who's the highest footy player? Bishop then? And you're saying Alderton? 'cause
Alderton, probably Southend, bigger than Southport, isn't it? But anyway, so go on, you wanted to be a footballer.
Yes.
How'd you get into events?
And then I just, started doing events about 11 years ago. First event was with Howard Kendall, used to be the manager of Everton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had Frankie Allen on with him. Fucking Frankie Allen, what a character
That's a big scalp to get straight off the bat, though, Howard Kendall.
Do you know what? It was
Formby, right? It was in Formby, didn't
yeah,
he?
yeah,
Yeah.
He was great, Howard, and like obviously Frankie was
Above the bed.
Frankie was pretty, doing bits on the scene and all that.
Yeah.
And then we had them on, and same again. My missus went, "You're gonna bring an Everton night to Runcorn?" I said, "Yeah, fucking watch me." And then it sort of escalated, and I thought I could be onto something here.
So was you were going to the game at that point?
Yeah, I've been going and watching Everton.
Were you organising buses and that at that point, or not?
No, well, at first when you start going, and then
Because I just want to see how many people in Runcorn you knew who followed Everton or to go to
yeah.
Runcorn for a night like that sort of thing.
yeah, so
So you had an idea of numbers, or
yeah,
what?
the lads and that who'd go to the match, who were from Liverpool and stuff
Yeah.
like that, would come over because the train station from Liverpool's only 10 minutes anyway. But he came. There's a good couple of hundred that came, and I thought, you know what, there could be something to do here. You know what I mean? I can have a go with this. And my missus was like, "Yeah, is it going to pay a wage? Is it going to, stuff like that?"
Yeah.
And then in the end, I'd done another Everton one, and then I'd done a Liverpool one.
Who's your first Liverpool one?
I had
Grobbler.
no. I tell you who I had. I had Alan Kennedy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alan Kennedy. I think it was Jan Moby.
Yeah, I've done one with Yanni Sound.
Yeah, and like I say, they're all just normal people, but they were good at what they, you know what I mean, what they got paid to do. But some of the stories, it's mad. Me being a blue and fucking all Liverpool, playing about European Cups.
I think I played against Kennedy.
Sake. Do you know what I mean? I'm sitting there like that in the corner.
I swear Kennedy was. I played against his son in like a Sunday league game.
Right.
So he just stood there on the side with a hat on. My dad was like, "That's Alan Kennedy there." You wouldn't recognise him.
Maybe he was scouting you.
Well, that's what I thought.
Come to nothing though.
Oh God. So when did you give? Sorry, we'll get back to that. But when did you give up fully for your dream?
For me dream,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't say it's a fucking living the dream, but
No, but when you gave up the footy dream, so I am interested in that because of the delusion that we all have.
Right.
I was like
my
20.
footy dream, I must have been about my mid-20s.
Mid-20s, you still had it going, thinking you could play
Yeah, but
top level or semi-pro?
No, it wasn't semi-pro. It was Sunday league and that with the lads and that.
Yeah, but I mean, like you thought, if I can just get to League 2 at 23, 24, I can make 10 years of a career there.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like everybody,
And it goes lower and lower. You're like, I'll just play in the conference for a bit, and then you're like, I can't. This
it's like
is
fucking champ manager, and you're thinking like, I'm going to make it to this level.
I had it for years. I still believe it in some part of me.
what level? Though? You know, it's not Premiership.
No,
now.
but I scream it. I still scream at 8-a-side when I'm playing 8-a-side now at lads. I'll still scream.
You're not going to get anywhere. though.
If some of you
commitments
cunts
and
were
all
on
that.
my level,
Yeah, but
you'd be
I know
fucking
you
flying.
say this, but
I reckon-
regardless of that, you know you're not going to make money from it now.
Yeah, because I'll never be fit enough now.
Yeah, I know, but when did you actually fully go? Yeah, I know.
That's what's holding him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on his Facebook back to when he was 18 and think, yeah, that's the reason. When he's stuck in a bathroom bag of love. You think, he still thinks he can play up front for Liverpool then.
Oh, you do, don't you?
I think I've got a Premier League brain.
I boxed
the way I see the game.
Everyone here thinks they've got a Premier League brain.
What positions you played on?
I played right back when I was good, and then and then I stopped getting back.
Right.
So they moved me up front.
Oh, right, okay.
So I was
right all the time.
I was a marauding right back, and then he went, "You're not getting back." So you just because I'd make a run, and then I'd shoot, and then I wouldn't get back, and I'd stay up front. In the end, he went, "Just cook and play up front." So then I put
Premier League brain, that innit?
It's a footballing brain, but I know what you mean because I boxed to a decent level, and as a teenager, and classic. Tore the ligaments in my knee, and now I still I in a weird delusion, and I think it's because I'm half gypsy as well.
Yeah.
My dad's a traveller, and I think when you've got that traveller DNA, you do think you can beat any man. There's no man.
Your dad used to bare knuckle?
But my dad, and my uncles still do. And
wow, are they on YouTube?
Sometimes, some of them
I'll have a watch of that. Yeah. They're good.
My second cousin, Paddy Jaws Ward, is the bare knuckle champ at the moment.
Fuck.
Yeah. And so I've got this gypsy
What a
DNA
beautiful man you are, David.
Here's your after dinner speaker.
Yeah. But I look at Anthony Joshua and I think, I'm a personal trainer and a dietitian away from beating that cunt. and I truly believe it. I truly believe it. I don't know. Like, but
if you, what's your natural weight at a boxer? What?
I would be a light heavy now, I reckon.
Is that what you would be
stocky.
though?
It depends when I use, but yes, I reckon if I got into some kind of fighting shape, I'd be a cruiser or a light heavy.
Right. Well, I'm a heavyweight now. But I used
I'd be
to walk
heavyweight
around
now,
and whatever 10 stone are.
Yeah.
I've got 7 stone of nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. I mean,
useless weight.
So
I got in the ring with the fucking Ruffle owner.
Yeah. Lee Jones listens to this. Yeah.
And
hi Lee.
Lit you up, didn't he?
Hello Lee. He did.
Yeah, I asked him about that, and he laughed, going, "What the fuck did he think was going to happen?" I was like, "Hey, you twatted, Dave." Anyway,
so therefore, I'm not so sure
what the fuck do you think was going to happen?
He hit me once with this uppercut, and I heard white noise, and I was like, just chasing shadows around. I'd turn up to his boxing gym, and after I'd give it a lot. I'd be on the booze at his comedy clubs, and just give it like. I reckon just sizing him up like I reckon I could.
And when you get in there,
at least have a go.
Story.
And I turn up to his gym and I'm a bit hungover because he texted me the night before. I was like, "Can I come down to your gym?" And I was just gonna do some skipping, hit some pads or something. And he's putting Vaseline on his face, and I'm thinking, why are you putting Vaseline on your face? You know? I mean, why is he putting Vaseline on his face? Because that means he thinks maybe I'm going to get near him. I got nowhere near his fucking face. Didn't even need it. And he hit me with this uppercut. And
did you have a head guard on?
Yeah, I did, but it was humbling. It was. See,
I don't need to go into the ring to be humble with it. Like, I'm already humble enough. I go, yeah, you know what? You'd fucking murder me.
Yeah,
like, you don't need to go in there and get CTE for it.
I've still got that thing in the back of my head where I think, one good dig. One good dig, lads.
There is one thing in me going, like, if I just got that. Yeah. When I was watching Burns and Maya, when I was throwing them rights, I thought, if one of these landed on any
10 times and you fucking faces like that.
This guy was a WBU world champion, right? Roy Jones Jr. held that belt. And I went, after being beaten up for 2 rounds, I went southpaw because he's never seen that before. And he said to me afterwards, he goes, "Did you mean to go southpaw? How blatant is that? Did you mean like I just accidentally changed stance?"
Through the fight, you went your southpaw, you know, by the way. Yeah, no, I'm tricking you. All right, fuck off. God, I know I've not had it. So have you had like an actual boxing match?
Yeah, as a teenager, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Win?
Yeah, I had a decent record, but I was always quite big. I was never like
for anyone been in there and got apart from like Lee, but have you ever been like, oh fuck?
Yeah, Polish guy when I was about 15, 16, and there was this in Birmingham. They took a lot of clubs went for this like intercontinental kind of tournament, and I got in the ring. I fought a Welsh guy, and it was kind of like a prize fighter knockout. And then I got in the ring with a Polish guy, and I don't know if I'm just being I'm doing this to make myself feel better, but I feel like he was older than he said he was.
Are these done with weights? Because I know some of these events, it's not about weight, is it either?
It's weights. Yeah, it's weights.
It was weights.
Yeah. And he hit me with man strength, and I'd never been hit at 15 with man strength. And I remember thinking, all I could ever do, I was never good with footwork. I was just like, you hit me, I hit you. It's like very, you know.
Yeah.
And he hit me, and he caught me, bang. And I was thinking, no.
Did you just go down?
No, I didn't go down. But it's only 2-minute rounds, 3 of them. Three 2-minute rounds.
It was a long time to be in there with somebody that you've got no
I was trying to dance and move, and I'd never done that before. It wasn't in my memory.
Hold.
I was just holding.
Tie him up.
My trainer
Jab
Paul
and grab,
Vash.
jab and grab.
You can't even get your arms around his forearms. He's that big. I can't hold him. I can't even fucking hold the cunt.
And it was.
Right.
And then not long after that, I was out for a run, and my foot went down a rabbit hole, and I dislocated my knee. And
that was
done
lucky, wasn't it?
And then and then I found in that 9 months I had off, I found birds and beer, and it was game over. It was.
You short birds and beer, or the fact that you just weren't as hard as you thought you were?
Birds and beer.
Okay, right, okay. Well, your uncle is the bare knuckle fight all going on.
Did you never fancy getting involved in any of that?
I would do a charity match.
Or was you too domesticated?
I wasn't a pro comic at that time where Punch Drunk did the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I meant
bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle.
Oh fuck no! Like I'm in talks with I had a meeting with a director, and we were talking to a couple of production companies about me doing a documentary because I'm a mental health ambassador.
Yeah.
For Mind, and where we go into traveller gypsy camps,
knuckle.
and we talk about mental health, because they're these men that are meant to be like, you know, I bare knuckle and I go and I get the money and the woman stays at home, and like I would love to sit down with these people and be like, but can you talk about if you're sad? Can you open up to your wife or your dad or your family about depression and mental health? Because of course they suffer. They suffer probably more than anybody because of the way that they're brought up.
Well, Tyson Fury sort of.
Well, of course, yeah. So it'd be a great
He's open,
documentary.
innit?
So
It will be a good. Have you seen the one on Netflix? What are we talking about?
Knuckle.
I haven't seen it, but every time somebody watches it, they text me and tell me they're watching it, which is kind of racist. You know, it's like, I don't need to know that you're watching. Just watching Knuckle, it made me think about you. Fuck off.
Have you ever been to one of them ones where it's just the car park? You hear the gravel shuffling and all. Have you ever been to one
No, I
of
do
them?
a bit on stage about. I get
That
videos
shuffle
of
the
them.
gravel. And
It's something about gravel gets us going, innit? Honestly, I just say on
Sort
stage.
about that gravel, the shuffling of the feet on.
I say on stage, I've got uncles that go out for a night out with a back pocket full of gravel in case it kicks off, so they can chuck it on the ground.
Well, you can slip a bit more on gravel, can't you? You can roll a bit,
Roll a bit.
skating on it.
I'd love to see that because of TikTok and that, they're getting bigger again, though, aren't they? The
Are they?
Bulls. Well, the gypsy fights are getting bigger again because of TikTok and that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a gypsy doing it after the speaking. There's
Do you
someone
know what?
who
Funny enough, he's saying about Knuckle.
Yeah.
James Quinn McDonough, that's who's like it's based on.
I haven't seen it. I should watch it, really.
And I went to Tyson Fury fight with my missus when he only fought Dillian White at Wembley.
Yeah.
And I ended up back at a hotel because it was Wembley way where you couldn't get back to the station and that. And I fucking ended up with James Quinn McDonough having a bevy with me mate.
Is that the main guy?
He's the
innit?
main guy,
the
innit?
bald fella.
The bald fella.
He's like,
he
I'm sick of
fights-
doing this, and then he.
Yeah.
That's the
And
reason
then
I
he
brought
gets
it up, because you're
dragged
talking about
back in,
mental
you know, and all
you're
that.
talking about mental health, and it's just so funny that he seems so sound, like James going, I just want to get out, I just want to stop it.
But then
And
when
some other phone
when
goes,
the bevied, they get the camera and go, I'll fucking kill all the McDonald's, and then they go, oh, well, now it started
it's
again.
just some other cunt, some skinny cousin who goes, the McDougalls are full of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, and you see that James going, I've got to
And he's
fight
got to go
again.
in front.
Yeah.
I've got to go and
Yeah.
fight again now.
You know,
My uncle sent me one once, and it was fucking so. He goes, "Listen, I've killed a man with my left hand, and I'm scared of the right myself," which is fucking great.
That's
Actually,
beautiful.
Do you mean-
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What were you saying? So you were with that McDonough fella?
yeah, and do you know what? He was a nice fella, to be fair. I had a couple of bevies and that, and was and he was. And funny enough, he was saying about it after dinner because I think he's done 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Or I don't know whether it'd be
Heavy crowd, that.
That's the only problem.
security.
That's the only problem.
Like,
It's like when Paul Swift does gigs and some theatres go,
Like UFC crowds, innit?
Yeah, it's
Pockets
like,
of fighting
it's one of
now.
those where like security and stuff. Like you've just seen obviously with Eddie Hearn and that with the Croker Park, $500,000 for like
Yeah.
in Dublin. Do you know what I mean? For so. You've got to think about security before anything.
A nice car park though by now out of the office.
Hey, there's a big massive car park there. I'm sure we could sort something out there, do you know what I mean? But
So have you ever seen, you've not been to them, have you, no?
No, I haven't. Nah,
You've not got any interest in going to see just
Do you know what? It's a bit too fucking a bit much.
Right.
Do you know, I don't even like UFC. It's a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
It's
boxer.
yeah, but UFC, like boxing is like, you know, like when
You can go down.
even my
and
dad was like, when a man goes, my dad always taught me, you know, he's like, when a man goes down, you
floor
don't jump
back off,
on him.
yeah.
And like, so UFC to me is just not in my. I
Right.
understand people like it and each to their own, but
We're
it's not
from
me
the
watching
streets,
a
innit, so like,
watching a. You're from the streets, yeah, yeah.
leather boots, camo, this mate. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Right.
But
you
so I've
just-
never like. I've been raised English by my English mum as well. My dad went off with what they call a buffer, which is a settled person, and he was the only one a buffer. I don't know why they call us that, but yeah. So I'm kind of half. I'm like this hybrid anyway. That kind of
What do they think of you?
yeah.
Gypsy
They
community?
you know I'm family. The traveller community is family, man. Blood is
Right, so there's no sort of
I've-
not like Harry Potter where you're a mudblood.
No. Like, I've got cousins that call me up because my dad's one of 14. So
Yeah.
I've got cousins that I've never met and never heard of, and then they'll get hold of my number and they'll call me up and go, "Listen, I'm your cousin, live in Birmingham. I just want you to know, you get in any trouble, I'm willing to die for you."
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I say to that?
morals and
Because
the
I'm not willing to
motivation
die for you,
ahead.
stranger. You know?
You stick to the morals, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's like you say, there, if you're in Birmingham, you haven't spoken to them in about 20 years or something.
Yeah.
Like, but it's one of those. You know?
But I remember being a jumped up teenager.
Aren't they all the families and that? Aren't they all linked though?
Some of families,
Like they split, don't they? They split and have like there's a big argument or something.
Nothing
Yeah,
with people,
yeah,
I don't know.
they can happen. Like my son, I'm a ward, and my clan of wards seem to be quite tight knit, and you know, I've got cousins that I love and adore, and you know, they will. Like, I remember being jumped up as a teenager, and I had this fight in a local pub, and me and my mates came out the worst of it, and I was a bit butthurt by it, and I remember saying to my mum, "I'm gonna call my uncles," and my mum was like, "Don't." Because they're not going to come down.
start.
They're not going to come down and just slap people on the wrists, are they? You know, and
They're gonna come and
Yeah.
kill them.
I don't
I just
know.
fucking leather everyone.
I don't
That's
know.
really cool.
Next thing they're on Tony's podcast.
Yeah. Family of characters on today.
Probably would be good for the podcast. I'd love you to get that McDonald on a podcast and be like, you're like, yeah, so we'll do an event. I don't know about events, me and you, all right, but
You know what? I've got his number in my phone as well.
Yeah.
What's up,
Don't get him on because Ward and the Madonnas, we hate each other. Yeah, apparently.
you've got to hate them now.
I've got to take Joyce's as well.
Hatred in it, like you wouldn't even know. Like you just go like, I've just been bred to hate this
Yeah,
family.
but I respect that. Like Liverpool and Everton, you know, like when you meet a proper bit of blue, I'm like, I respect it a little bit. You like just
We're going to get on that out. It's like Arsenal and Tottenham. You're Tottenham. You
I'm
support-
Tottenham, yeah.
So Everton and Liverpool, it goes both ways, but I think it's gone
Too far.
It's gone bitter now. I mean, listen,
like,
I'm not going to say, you know, don't get me wrong, we have banter and that. I've got
Yeah.
mates, I've gone the game for 30 odd years, nearly, you know what I mean? But Liverpool have been draped in glory. I hate to say it, you know what I mean? But it's fact. But Everton's my team, and I'm going to.
Everton and Spurs are very similar clubs, you know.
yeah.
You know, they're this club that's been in the shadow of their neighbour at times. You know, I think Spurs is a bit of a bigger club, but you know,
Think Spurs bigger than Everton?
yeah.
I don't know how many.
Bro, Tony's finched clenched up.
No. I was just about to say, I don't know, honestly.
No fabric left on that chair by the end of it. Scratched right through to the fucking thing.
You need a new chair.
Like Father Jack from fucking is it Father Dead?
I think it
Drink.
Yeah.
No, I think obviously with Everton and stuff like that, we fucking fell well behind. The fucking last time we won something was fucking 28 years ago in fucking 1995. Do you know what I mean? And
It's only
it's like,
so long you can put an argument up against it. You have to. They are just better.
yeah, they are. And listen,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, oh yeah, we're fucking.
What they say about Jones and Daniel
Do you know what I
Cormier,
mean?
it's not a rivalry. In a rivalry, the other one's got to win
Yeah.
sometimes, haven't they, sort of thing.
But it's like you'd even have to say Fergie is a good manager. Like you just can't deny about certain things. Like
That's why I hate United, because it's like,
yeah,
They-
because
they-
he won
every-
stuff with
they-
the shittest team.
they had what
some of the
we should
shite.
have had. That's. I've explained this before. My hated the United come because Liverpool was successful in the 80s. All your age, you're half. I talk about all boss things. And you see United, you think they've got my fucking thing. You feel like a stepchild, like you know, like you're a stepkid, and your brother's that's his actual mum and dad in the house, and you're just there, and you're like, they've got what should be mine, a little cunt. That's what I used to think about United. You're growing up, and then it's all right. We're all right now. Well, not this year, but every other year.
Fucking hell, we're like
Well,
that
saying
every
that,
year.
we just won 3 Premier Leagues today, so We're flying.
Yeah.
City with all
City
that
were
malarkey.
naughty.
Yeah, so I haven't seen this. They're
Financial fair play.
Yeah,
No, they're
I understand, but like I really hope that they get any like it comes next season because I can't have Arsenal winning the league, innit?
Yeah.
So if they and Arsenal win the league, of
It's
some
more
technicalities,
it's more the
fucking
titles
points
being
deduction.
stripped and all that. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, good. Do you think they'll do that?
Yeah, apparently
They've
that's
got
what.
that much money, though, City. This is the thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Chelsea spending all that money, and you think, okay, now how would they get? Because they'll just pay the fine.
Yeah.
That's all they'll do.
As long as if it's a fine, then there's no punishment. Is
Do you know what I mean? And we all know how fucking up FIFA. You know what I mean? How can you spend that much money and then the likes of us, old Everton, fucking hell, we can't even buy a fucking chomp. Never mind.
It's fucking weird the way
It's mad, isn't it?
Everton can't buy a player, but fucking Chelsea just got to do that.
I think they just want to spend fucking how much in January?
It's like
500
200 million in January. Was
Yeah,
it
it's 500 million since Todd Bowley took over.
Money's not real.
Yeah. Money, it's fucking
Money's
ridiculous.
not real.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all fake.
Yeah, and I hope
It's
they
all
come next.
fake.
Get Chelsea next. Get all these fucking doped up cunts, and you know maybe because I'm just bitter because I just want something nice once in football, you know. And I've supported Tottenham since 1991. You know,
Yeah.
I've never seen Tottenham win an FA Cup. I've seen two. My eyes have seen the glory of the cups of White Lane, and I've seen a Worthington Cup and a Carling Cup.
Good
and
night when they beat Inter in the Champions League.
that
was a good night.
Yeah, it was, and I was
counting your blessings
you
and
know,
all that. You know,
just-
that was a good little one.
the Ajax one was when they came back from. I was in Amsterdam
Oh,
that night
to get beat by us the next year.
when.
The semi-final.
Why'd you have to do that?
Sorry. I'll be honest though, you were lovely in Madrid. Tottenham fans.
I was in Madrid, and if I'd seen you there, I would have fucking bottled you.
Not on pisses Evertonians off more like me mates. My mates are dead bitter. When I go, I want Everton to do well. I just want not on Wines Evertonians want me going. I want Everton to do well. 'Cause
Kill them with kindness.
I want you to see the things that I've seen. Fuck off, you fat cunt.
Yeah.
You fuck Liverpool don't want to see Everton fucking win a corner. Never mind the fucking.
It's mad with Everton though. They just like sold Gordon and then didn't even put any of that money back into the club.
But do you know what the mad thing is? We
Right.
sold Gordon for 45 million or whatever it was, and then Yusumanov, his fucking value the next day goes up by 35 million. Do you know? And you know, it's not Mashiri's money. It's
Yeah.
front. Do you know what
Gordon's
I mean?
shite anyway.
What's-
He's not. Gordon's not good.
You know,
I think
it's
he's
one of
great,
them.
mate.
Huh?
I think he's great, mate.
No, I think he's over.
Rodwell went fucking nowhere, didn't he?
Yeah, he was shite though.
But it's like one of those.
Next big thing,
These
wasn't he?
players, they think they're, he's only 21, and I think don't know if some people get in their heads and they think that they're
Yeah.
the bollocks and that, and the 45 million. Chelsea offered 60
I'd
million.
be that though. If I was 21 getting paid, being valued at like a fucking tenth
Smashing
of a billion.
every bird he looked at. Yeah, just
getting paid 20 million a fucking year. I wouldn't be that. 3 months I'd last
I'd have
before I'm off.
absolutely no loyalty, mate, to anyone but Liverpool. Like, I always find it mad. You know, people like when foreign players come over and they go, "Oh, show no loyalty to the club." It's like, he didn't even know you existed when he was 6. Like, why the fuck do you think you'd have any loyalty?
Or
to
they,
you?
or they say, "Oh, we had a support at this team as a kid, did you? Fuck." Do you
Yeah,
know what I
Robbie
mean?
Keane
I
had about
understand how
16,
important the
didn't he?
derby is and all that. It's like, yeah, it's a derby, you know, and it's not like a fuck. There's
It's
no.
the derby Monday. We've got Liverpool on next
I
Monday.
know, yeah, we just said we're going to have to rearrange the pod.
You going?
Not
Unfortunately,
allowed to go anymore,
not
is he?
I'm
That was the segue.
Oh,
unfortunately, I was speaking to Davey about it when he done me. Unfortunately,
You're not banned, are you? You're not banned. You go.
No,
You looked a bit weird then. Like,
No,
I think I spoke to you at that.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that, at the
He told
comedy
me about
office.
his ban. That's
Yeah.
just,
I was like,
do you know what I mean?
fucking
You saw
hell.
the gypsy in me. He's like, you like this one? I'm banned from football, mate.
No, we were,
Is that all right?
we were watching the Argentina and Holland game. Do you remember
Yeah,
backstage?
yeah,
On
yeah.
in the World Cup, and it was in the interval.
We delayed the
And we
interval to
delayed
watch
the
the
interval.
penalties.
Everyone was waiting. And
Oh, yeah.
and we were in the back. He was fucking screaming when I think did Holland scored, equalised from that free kick.
Oh yeah, you was like it's going in. It's
I said
like
it's
in the
gonna
last
go-
second of extra time. I think it's like 120th minute.
Yeah.
They scored a free kick. Like it was well worked.
I said it's going to go in the top bin. It's a baiting any money they score. And he just worked it and he slotted.
Yeah.
And everyone was fucking shouting in the green room. Everyone was all waiting for it to go back on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah, we're in agreement watching the penalty shit out.
You
Argentina,
can't, you
Holland.
can't
Yeah, yeah.
restart the night. I
is
had the
mad
World Cup
trying
final
to
at
have
the Frog
comedy on when
went
there's footy on.
at the Frog, and they literally tried to start the show, and they were like, nobody is. They're all gathering around an iPhone on these tables. It's like, just wait for this to end.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no chance that the
There's
start.
no one's going to listen or
Yeah,
no one will be
there's no point.
Yeah, yeah.
concentrate.
All anyone's
point.
doing is checking the phone.
I watched the World Cup final in Benidorm. Actually, it was fucking great.
What do you think of Benidorm?
That's the mecca
that?
of this podcast.
Is it?
Yeah. All roads lead to
my
Benidorm.
girlfriend.
We're gonna do a big special here one day.
And then that's
Because
it.
I love
over.
it. I love it. I think it's Disneyland for adults.
My girlfriend's Spanish, and she grew up like 20 minutes from Benidorm.
Yeah.
So I went to
Might
see.
know
Like, yeah. You know what she used to do? She used to drive around, just pick up drunk English tourists that couldn't get in cabs because they forgot the name of their hotel.
Lord's
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Lord's work.
So she would get in and she'd be like, "What's your hotel look like?" "Oh, it's fucking yellow."
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, "Oh, that's fucking
Is
round
this
the
a
corner."
job?
No, she would just pick them up
Yeah,
and
for
go,
money, yeah.
give me €30, I'll take you back to your hotel. And she's like, it'd be like literally 5-minute drive. And then I was just getting,
That's just standard in any foreign country when you're booked anyway. You get in, you fucking round the corner.
Lager out.
Yeah, there's one good thing about phones now, and everyone's got a cover on the phone. So you just get a card from the hotel and put it in the back of your phone. So now when you're bad, just go there. Or take a picture of it, just go there.
Yeah.
Like just there.
Well, that's where. Well, she would have been out of business now.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Unfortunately.
But she's over here.
Technology
Now, so.
killing her.
But I watched it and fucking. She's French, so she's half Spanish. She's half English, half French. Born and raised in Spain.
She's half English, half French. You're half traveller.
Yeah.
Half English.
Yeah.
Your
Tony
kids-
met her. Tony
your
met her. She
kids
was in the
fucked.
green room with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was driving at night. She was drinking all my free fucking beer in the green room. Yeah.
You were travelling to York, weren't you? Do you remember?
Yeah. So so I've got to go back there tonight. She's got a really important meeting tomorrow. I don't know. This is going weird. I'm just talking about my. It feels like I'm on.
What
like
were you going to
fucking-
talk about? What was what?
We were talking about Tony being banned, and then
David
David,
banned, but then what?
David wanted to make it about himself.
No, fuck off. I did.
No, we just,
You
Fuck
got a
off.
cheat. You got a fucking cheat.
Hey? No, I didn't either. We were just talking about.
Mate, he's only just started being quiet for 10 seconds on the pod. Make it about yourself.
I just knew that I'd dig. No, you're talking about watching the World Cup, and you talking about watching.
Yeah, watched the
World Cup in
Benidorm. It's fucking. It was great, you know. And then Argentina won, and it was fucking. It was great.
Lovely.
That's fucking.
So you're banned.
yeah,
How long you been banned for?
2 years now.
And is it a
Are
lifetime?
you lifetime ban or?
No, we got. I'm not fucking proud of it, by the way, but
No.
I got a 3-year ban.
3-year ban.
Yeah.
Is it okay to talk about why?
Listen, it's done now. Fucking court, all done and done. If it was in there,
How long were you in court? You were in court for a while, weren't you?
yeah, fucking hell, it was COVID. If it was COVID, if it wasn't for COVID, we would have.
Weren't wearing a mask. Is
We
that
would
why
have
you're
been
banned?
fucking behind.
We're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He probably should have been wearing a mask.
But,
I don't know what he
Yeah,
did.
it dragged on for fucking 3 years, nearly 3 years. The case, like,
So while the case was going on, were you allowed to go to the match?
we were still allowed to go.
Right.
But it was fucking. We had to go down to London to for,
Yeah.
we pleaded. I'll only speak on I'll only say what happened with me. I can't speak about anybody else. Like, but I pleaded guilty straight away because I was fucking banged tonight. Do you know what I mean? So
What, do you have video of you fighting or something?
yeah,
Who are you playing?
We're playing Millwall.
Were
fucking
you?
hell.
Fucking
I
hell.
thought it was Fulham. Was it Millwall?
Fucking
Was it
typical.
away at Millwall?
Yeah.
So you was in London?
Yeah, so it's fucking. It was an R5 kickoff, which I think was a fucking,
Yeah.
which was a bit outrageous. Fucking.
How long have you been? I've got videos of my mates fighting.
Yeah, it was.
So
It was.
like
But I was
down
with my
there.
daughter as well. Do you know what I mean? Olivia comes.
Oh,
Olivia
fuck.
comes everywhere with me. Olivia was 17. I think she's 21 now. Like, but it was just one of them. It was fucking.
Wasn't a planned thing or anything, no.
No, listen, I was with my daughter. Do you know what I mean? I just fucking got off the train and I done what I had to do.
Was it
because-
straight off the train? Was it?
Straight off the train, yeah.
So you saw them as you were pulling in?
Yeah, it's just
Go
one
on,
of
talk
those.
us through it. So you
It was one of those.
It's like you don't want to talk
No, I
about
do.
it.
I'll tell you what I
right, so you're on the
done,
train
like,
to Millwall, and you didn't know they were going to be there. You just innocently going
expected they were
down
gonna be
there.
there.
Listen,
Had your M&S meal deal from Lime Street. You got on
It was
there,
done
all
with
sweet.
Smith, actually.
Right,
But,
okay.
No, but yeah, we got offered fucking Surrey Keys and stuff, and it kicked off big time. Do you know what I mean? And look,
Well, they were waiting for Everton.
yeah, listen.
They're
This
wrong.
is organised, this one.
It sounded organised, but
Yeah.
they're wrong uns. I've seen them a fucking Leighton Orient where the average age
At the
of
end of the
supporter is
day,
like 70
it kicked
it's
off, and
kicking
everyone
off.
was. It goes on. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, I was fucking. I got caught. Do you know what I mean? I was fucked.
How did they have you? Just CCTV or something or what?
You get nicked on a day.
No, me picture went in the echo actually.
Did they?
So what happened? It all kicked
Echo your
off.
grass.
It was fucking. It was mayhem. It was. They were coming from foot. It was like
How
the
many was it? Like, just fucking...
You buy the coaches and everything, weren't they?
We weren't by the coaches. We were on the train, and that's
My,
so
my mate was by the coaches. He was
we
scrapping by
fucking.
the coaches.
We got off the train, And the police had just lost it. They didn't have control of it. It fucking went like, do you know what I mean? And then it was like the Warriors. They were fucking everywhere. They were in the flats. They were everywhere and stuff. But
in the melee,
how'd
you tell who's...
Listen, I didn't give a fuck, mate. I was just fucking...
So you're just flattening everyone?
No, I wasn't. I got a couple of cracks. got a couple of cracks me fucking self, but...
Did they have any weapons or anything? Or?
Yeah, it was well documented what happened and stuff, but you know what I mean?
I'll have to do a bit of research.
Let's not talking about this.
No,
do your own research.
They go,
We'll clip this and send it to Millwall.
I'll probably get a load of shit. I'll probably start getting messages now. So, yeah, we got off the train. It kicked off. There was fucking murder. You know, it was...
Your door all right?
Yeah, my daughter was fucking sound.
She was fucking cracking on herself.
She was sound. She was okay. I'll have you considering the fucking how it went and that. But
how long did it last?
From the train station to the ground, about.
So you're walking to the ground and fighting at the same time, like Peter Griffin and the chicken.
Yeah. So basically, we come out the train station. It's kicked off at one point.
Yeah.
Then the police are trying to escort us through a fucking estate. They're dropping tins of beans and fucking ravioli off the fucking. I remember Olivia saying to me, "Dad, there's ravioli." I was like, "Fucking put it in your pocket." But
we'll give that the food bank when we get
about a tin of food dropping off the worktop in your kitchen on your toe.
Yeah.
So you think about tins of food getting lashed off the fucking balconies and planters, planters that hang over the side.
Fucking hell.
So we've gone through the estate, it's fucking going off there. Then we've gone down the alleyway, it's fucking gone off there.
Bottlenecking, you got the sounds of it.
And then we've just got to the ground, but then you've got to the ground, and this is the fucking funny thing. I had a ticket anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had... Tony Bellew had got me some tickets, right? I had
to go
and get them from
where was that cunt?
I had to go and get them from the reception, and I thought, after what's going on, I've got a fucking coggy on my head. Yeah. I've just gone, fuck this, and I've just jibbed in. I've just went, fuck this. I've just had to bunk in because I thought, I'm not going down here after what's just happened. But after being in the ground, I don't think even my adrenaline was still like fucking pumping in the second half, do you know what I mean? And everyone was like, Tony, you all right? And I was just like, I sort of got my shit together because it was crackers. It was
Was anyone in like a really bad way? Like,
one of the lads got fucking, one of the Everton lads got slashed and all that. And
so did he have to go did someone take him to the hospital down there?
Yeah, it was fucking...
Police, I imagine.
He had a fucking naughty Mars bar on his face, like.
Did he?
It was, but yeah, it was one of those. It was fucking...
with a comb.
It was fucking...
like one of the ones, like in the Afro combs or whatever.
Yeah.
Someone must come on and just fuck... You had to go to court and every minute.
Yeah, it was a naughty scar, like, but yeah, I got fucking... Obviously, but that's what happens. They don't nick you there and then it's...
No, it's so many people to sign nick.
And, you'll probably see footage on the fucking whatever, and it's one of them. Listen, I'm not going to say I was proud. I wouldn't have fucking got caught. But my picture went in the fucking paper, and I remember, I'll never forget it. I knew I was gonna get a knock. I knew.
Yeah.
And me missus, I remember I was working away. Me missus sent me a message. Fucking ring me now with no kiss.
Yeah.
So I thought, fuck, what's going on here? Everyone knows.
Just you saying that to me has made me stomach turn.
Fucking ring me now. And I was like, shit.
So you've got my laptop or...
So I was like, hey, I love you, all right? She went, no. I've pulled over on the side of the M56. I've just heard on fucking Juice FM or whatever it was at the time, fucking Radio City, I can't remember what it was. 16 images have been released, and who's number fucking 3? I've gone. She went, I'm going to bed. Fuck off. Put the phone down. So I just looked. There's my picture. I went, fuck off. Just took everything, deleted all my social media. Everything. It was like,
don't exist online.
My phone was just going off the fucking. It was like the bath phone. I was like,
just everyone telling you, hey, Tony in the Echo.
Anyway, and then WhatsApp, people were like, there was just a fucking image of me, like a big thumb head.
Yeah.
So then, Tone, are you just like waiting for the old Bill to knock on your door? Is that what it is?
So that's what, and in the end...
That anxiety must be fucking horrible.
So that's what I'm saying. So I rang this solicitor and was like, hello. She was like, yeah. I was like, I've been given your number. She went, are you one of the lads out the paper? And I went, yes. She went, what's your name? I went, I'm not telling you. She went, well, I can't fucking help you. I went, Tony. She went, Tony, what? I went, I'm not telling you. So anyway,
Tony, listen, I'm number 3. Can you help me or not?
So anyway, I had to, and she was like, okay, giving him my version of events and all that, and said, look. She went, okay. A week later, I'm in the car with me missus shopping, and my fucking phone's connected to the car, and it's rang, And I knew it was the solicitor, like, and I'm going, oh, fucking hell. She's going, hiya, Tony, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. She went, 4 names have been given in. I went, is one of them mine? She went, no, but you know such and such and such and such. And I went, nah, don't know them. Don't know them. She went, Tony, is your surname Murrell? I went, yeah. Do you live at such and such address? I went, yeah. She went, yeah, you wasn't one of them. She went, listen, I advise you, the Metropolitan Police are coming up on Monday. If you come and hand yourself in, that would be the best way. So my missus went, I'll fucking drive him there. Do you know what I mean? I was like...
So what are they getting you for there? So your band obviously...
No, so basically I had to go and they're like, is this you and is that you? And I couldn't...
But what are you charged?
Is that many people out? Are they just dying to get anyone? Just to show that they've done something?
Yeah, but I think with what, the scale of what had gone on, I think they wanted to fucking make an example of what,
Yeah. How big was it? How many? What?
It's the biggest one for a few years, like.
I think, I don't know, I think someone said to me, I think there was 52 of us that got nicked, like.
52 just got nicked.
Yeah, but then not charged and stuff, and then it carries, when the CPS and all that will look at it to see what they can, you know what I mean, and then you get that letter, and me fucking letters were going to me neighbours in front with Metropolitan Police on. And I was like, so I was like, are you all right there? I've got some mail for you. And I was like, nice one, with Metropolitan fucking Police on it, you know what I mean?
What could this be about, Tony?
So, but then it just dragged on. And for COVID, if it wasn't for COVID, with what they charged us with and stuff like that, and we're getting called grasses and all. I was like, fucking, I wasn't asking your name, and I was giving you the crack, or you cracking me. You know what I mean? It was just, it was.
But what stops you going to football? Like,
so basically,
you can get a ticket from your mate, like, but if you fucking turn up and you got caught turning up,
so what they do? What they do is obviously. You have conditions where you can't, you're banned, you get caught going the game, you get fucking 6 months in jail or a £5,000 fine, or whatever. And obviously, you can get longer on your ban. But they do face recognition now. So when
in the ground or
every player's got CCTV. So when they came up for me, because I was thinking, what the fuck? They had this phone like a normal phone, and I had like a big mad head on it. I mean, stand there, saying that way. I was like, what the fuck's that? And then when I spoke to one of the lads, they said, so when, say for instance, Everton are playing in London, and you fucking, one of them camera can pick, it's like a total recall shit, basically, do you know what I mean? Because CCTV now is pretty, do you know what I mean? So I was
like, house getting robbed.
Exactly, something like that. So, but the conditions, like, mine's like, fucking, when Everton are at home, I can't go into Liverpool.
Surely watching Everton is punishment enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, surely, like, have you seen Everton play?
While I've been banned, they've fucking been absolutely shite, but it's been...
You miss your Tony?
Do you know what?
They need you there.
It's because like I say, like the conditions they have, I can't go into Liverpool City Centre before the fucking game. 4 hours and 4 hours afterwards.
Oh shit,
that's fucking mad.
It's mad, you know what I mean? Or so
have you ever by accident?
No, but like you say, we say it's a big game. Like I miss like the aways and that. Like I'm up of a morning, like 6 o'clock. My daughter's going and that. I'm like, oh fuck, even though we're shit.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's like
it's everything else around it, isn't it?
I've done it for fucking 30 odd years. So on a Saturday, that thing that I've always done, going and getting on the piss and all that with the lads and having a jolly, even if we fucking win, lose or draw or whatever.
It is mad because, like, obviously I've got a season ticket. I go Liverpool games. Even on a different seat, I feel fucking weird. Like, Liverpool are playing and I'm not there, and they're at home. It just fucking feels odd.
Yeah, it's mad. I
think I'd stop watching. Have you stopped watching it?
No, do you know what? I started sponsoring a team.
Yeah.
To go on a Saturday to keep me busy. A fucking team
just
by ours, Runcorn Sports, they're called. Fucking decent side, like, do you know what I mean? But I mean, Mrs. was like, this your Saturday fucking fix? And I'm like, yeah, because that's what I normally do. I'm normally up out the house, going and watching Everton. That's
one thing I've drilled into my bird from the day I met. Is like, I've gone to football since I was 6.
Yeah,
that's it. Well, like, it's good. That's what I do. So Liverpool are on, I'll be watching it or be there
or going.
That's it. Like,
well, that's what I said to my missus, and then she said, "Well, look where it's fucking got you." So that's you know what I mean. So
did you have any anxiety about what you might have done to someone, because that's what would be playing on my. If
No,
I was
do
in
you
a big tear up like that and they went, somebody's fucking died, I'd be like,
yeah,
oh,
but you know you won't. If you've only thrown digs, you know you've not.
If
done
you can
anything.
remember,
you don't know.
you know what I mean.
When
What
people
you've,
throw a dig in, and they,
but that's what they were saying. They were saying, look, someone could have fell on it, and it, but it was like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that like someone said, you know, do you remember what we're doing? Well, I said, I can remember because fucking, you know what I mean. If something like that. But it was the anxiety again of thinking, I'm going to get a knock. I knew I was going to, because my fucking wasn't cool. I was with my daughter, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I was, sounds mad this, I had this fucking, what's the name inside me for fucking, because I had issues fucking years ago and I'd never let it out. And that day
against Londoners? Is it?
No, not against London.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
No,
I can understand that.
No, personal. No, I had
understand it.
Yeah.
I had
fucking
something personal
cockney
going on, and that's why I couldn't.
Yeah.
And then when we played Millwall, I was thinking, fucking hell.
I'm gonna get one of these cunts.
No, it was one of those. It
Millwall
was
fan shagged me ma once. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
No, not against Southern, not Southerners at all. It was just like, I had something that I was fucking angry about. But on that day, I was fucking like, it got put on us, and then I was thinking, fuck this, it's either fight or flight. You know? But I had my daughter with me, and the busies would go, where was your daughter? And I was like, fucking stood it.
They're getting headlocks.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I was like, fucking hell, it's like they're trying to fucking say I've murdered someone here, but because of the scale of it, I think that's why it was so.
What, did Everton support you at all?
I got a nice letter off Everton, actually.
Saying don't come back.
Yeah.
38 years, don't come back. Like,
no, but you know, it was. I think it's just procedure what they do. I think it's it's one of them where it's bringing the club's fucking name into them, you know, and all. And I sort of.
But if it's against Millwall, you kind of vindicated there. I think it's like, yeah, but they were going to kill us. Like, if it's anyone, if you want to be fighting Millwall because they're the ones that are just known that they'll.
It's it's on. Like,
it's like you go like, well, they just attacked us.
Like, if you're Tottenham, aren't you? Tottenham have got a fucking, you know what I mean? Pretty.
Yeah. Against Chelsea, I've seen trouble with Chelsea, and I just stay out of it.
We asked about firms on this. So firms still things.
I was saying
you were saying they're not.
Me and you both go to the game. I would say they're not massively still, but you.
I think they're still a little bit around.
The County Road Cutters.
Yeah. Fucking hell. No, it's
the shit.
Tony started him on for his local Runcorn team.
Oh, yeah. Runcorn Sports.
Oh, you say that though, but there's a team I know, you'll know them as well, Tony, who've been set up by Liverpool fans. It's meant to be Liverpool and Everton, but it's mainly Liverpool fans. Perps.
Yeah.
Been set up by like Liverpool fans, and they say to Liverpool and Everton, they're playing purple, and it's all meant to be, we're getting away from modern football, it's too expensive, we're bringing it back to grassroots and all that. It's just all the lads that have been banned from the match. And then and that's all it is. And then I've went to watch them a few times.
You have a good following though.
Yeah, they have a good following, and then they're trying to get serious now, trying to get like going semi-pro and all that. And you've had to tell all the lads that started going to watch them, you can't come because you're causing murder every week. Because all the lads that are banned from Liverpool are now banned from the Perps. It's like, what the fuck?
You get banned from Sunday League.
It's like it's glorified Sunday League, and then they're just fucking being fucking horrible, doing like fucking shouting Munich shouts to Manc teams, even though it's not Manchester United and all that. It's just like they've had to like I've seen like newsletters and tweets going, we need to calm it down, everyone needs to behave, it's a family game and all that. And you're like, this was meant to be a Sunday a semi-pro thing set up to get away from the over.
Yeah, but it'll win you the league if you know you're gonna go to a fucking ground where there's gonna be like 80 fans each, and these guys are fucking psychos. The team are gonna go, oh, fucking.
I just think some poor bastard walking his dog's going to get a hide-in for no reason. Because he's wearing a red top and the person playing a red team. Hey, you fucking...
You see them, they play Bootle now, and it looks...
That's like a local derby though, isn't it?
Because they share the ground.
All right.
So they share the ground, and it's Bootle's ground. And I think, so it's like, I think Bootle a bit bitter. They're like, why is anyone supporting the Perps? So we've been here for years, Marina been here for years. These are just some new set-up team, innit? Why would anyone support them, sort of thing? And then they're getting big followings. And then, because they're getting big followings, I think they asked Bootle, we want to cut to the bar. Bootle's like, nah, you're getting fuck all. So then they've got their bitter about Bootle, and Bootle's their bitter about them. And because of it, Bootle have got loads more fans, because people fucking hate the Perps. Because it's all the Blue Noses start supporting Bootle, because the Perps is full of red shite. And it's just fucking funny as fuck. Like, it just doesn't go away. I was there the other week, and they just fucking scream at each other across the pitch, and I'm like,
some of the shouts are mad though, aren't they? It's just like...
Well, then there's no one there obviously policing that, is there?
No,
so why aren't they just having a tear up?
Like, well, they're not far off it, but then they do. and then but it's
like halfway through the match, they just walk around the edge of the pitch, can't they? Go,
well, it could,
Bovrils and that getting lost at each other and fucking.
But like you say, there's no. I feel sorry for the players because we were black. We went to one Bootle via Perps, and my mate was playing. My mate's Bird's lad was playing for the Perps, and we were bladdered. It was like you say, it was like a 4 o'clock kickoff in Bootle, and we'd been on the ale since fucking midday, and we were singing at him. My mate's name, shagging your ma. It's like we're 5 foot away from. Like you really like 5 foot away from the poor lad screaming at him, your mate, like so shags your ma.
It's great though when you watch.
What are you thinking, a grown man?
When you watch football at that level, like I spent lockdown in Norfolk. So my mum retired there. I went back, and then I started following Dereham Town, which is like a fucking 7th, 8th division, and like I'm on the sideline and I can actually call the linesman a cunt and he can hear me, like proper get into him, like you blind fucking cunt, stupid liner.
Open mic comedy.
Yeah. It's just, and you can tell he's getting a bit flustered by it, but he can't look around.
We used to
fucking horrible. It is. A Sunday League violence is fucking horrible.
We used to play Sunday League and go there with 24
No one gives a fuck and everyone's bladdered and on beat.
And you can drink.
No.
You can drink.
Yeah, we used to go there with a crate of Carl on the side of Sunday League footy pitch and just fucking tear the arse.
You've got to get out of Sunday League at the age of 12 because anything after that is just full of psychos that never made it.
That shouting Sunday League, he's got fucking work tomorrow and someone bangs a tackle in. You're like,
I'm self-employed, you cunt. I had some guy get up and he said to the other guy who'd just gone through me, went like, I'm self-employed. It's like a local derby sort of thing, and he went, he goes, I'm self-employed. What are you talking about that for?
It's
mad, fucking weird.
But that's what I've obviously. So that's what I do on my Saturdays now. So much fucking.
But this is what I said about the Sunday League ages ago, didn't I?
Yeah.
That I'd never play because I think it's a load of men that are just off the faces, jumping at each other's limbs, like not giving a fuck about GBH or anything. Like it's crazy.
I think I'm going to come watch the Perps though sometime.
Yeah. Come watch Perps Reboot.
Yeah.
We watch Runcorn Sports.
Next time I'm in Runcorn.
But that's the Linnets. That's Runcorn Linnets. There's Runcorn.
Oh, is it? That was it, yeah.
R21s beat Runcorn Linnets yesterday, actually. I'll have to mention that because they won on pens yesterday.
R21s, like it's your team.
I know. It's fuck. Do you know what? My missus is like, do you think you are fucking Gary Neville?
Do you think you prefer it? Do you think because you feel like you've got more of it?
My missus said this to me. She said to me, it seems like... She went, because she always says to me, she went, Everton is shit. And it fucking winds me up. Say, like, I've travelled to Southampton away or something, or whatever, and I come in, it's been on a fucking coach full of lunatics, fucking singing the same song, everyone pissed and all that, and then the next thing you get in, your miss goes, use this shit, And then I'll watch, I'll watch it on fucking, on Sky when you walk in. You've been? Why are you watching it again? I'm like, just want to see it like that. She's like, you're a fucking weirdo, you. And I'm like...
Your head's going back.
And I'm like...
Do you think I don't know the fucking shit? Do you think I don't know?
And then now I go and watch him and you seem to be more enjoying this fucking... I said, yeah, because these are fucking better than Everton. Do you know what I mean? We're fucking...
These are winning.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So we're pushing for promotion, like, and we're fucking... in a semi-final and all that. I've fucking got more enjoyment to like looking forward to.
Yeah, but the fact that you feel connected to it a bit more, these millionaires, whereas you just feel like these players that can go and...
But you know what?
In the WhatsApp group and everything.
The WhatsApp group's fucking mad, you know what I mean? We've got... There's fucking... honestly, got some players in there who are... And do you know what? They could play at a higher level, do you know what I mean? But...
Yeah, but they're all pissheads.
But in that West Cheshire 2 we playing, and it's a pretty decent standard. We're fourth. We've got about fucking 6 games in hand on second. But there's a couple of other teams who've all got like... It's fucking...
I can see the excitement in your voice.
Honestly,
I can hear it.
We're pushing on for promotions, you know what I mean?
We've got 6 games in hand. Oh.
But it's...
I can't watch... I want to support people. I know the family that owns it and all me, but I can't go and support players who are thinking better than. I can't be going and cheering lads on the side thinking I'll do a fucking better job than
and it all comes back to that. I should have been a pro. Yeah.
To the fucking ego. I'm like, at least that we'll go watching Liverpool. Like, they never made
There's
this.
There's nothing stopping you asking to go train with him and see how you get on.
Yeah. I told you can't get the fitness.
It's the weight. Yeah, you can't get the fitness.
That's just we said this to like the fitness, the hard work. Hard work's a talent. There's everything. It's all encompassing.
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, but it's all you do believe it, but you just deny it. You're living in denial. You know it's true.
I think he's a bit of a Moby. Yeah, Moby just gets on the ball.
I am. That's what I've got boss feet. I hate it when anyone says got boss feet for the big man. It's like, go fuck yourself, got boss feet for anyone. Yeah, Molby.
I need to see him play. Have you played with him?
Where do you play, Davey? What position?
What now?
Oh, whenever you know.
I played centre back or
Centre-half.
if I had the legs, I would go midfield, centre midfield.
I used to play on the wing, believe it or not, and then I started putting weight on and I moved to right back. And then that's when I just fucking get
Just
injured.
trickle down.
Do you know what? One of your mates, Danny
lose the
Cummins,
legs.
always used to say to me, 65 minutes. He'd say, you know, when before they change me, go out and I go, any money, 65 minutes. And I go, Danny, just fucking shut up. And 65 minutes, I'd be like, fucking, honestly, because I was fucked.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? The fitness thing again, do you know what I mean? It's just,
I played 7-a-side on a Tuesday now, and I'm such a fucking gobshite. Like, it's just 7-a-side on a Tuesday, and I'm such a and
That's the fun though, isn't it?
I mean, because I'm pretty good on the ball. I've got an eye for a pass. I can split. No, I am.
Every fucking bloke. It's tedious, man, isn't it? It's fucking tedious.
I have feet like Maradona.
No, honestly. And then what I do is I'll play it. Fuck off. Sorry.
I'll say it. I'm shit as well.
No. I'll make, and the worst thing is I'll make a defense splitting pass, and then I'll be like,
God, I'm
painting pictures.
Hey, if you got a ball, I'll do a keep you up challenge.
I'll win.
No,
I'm fucking good.
I'm not good at keeping ups. It's just when I'm at the ball, I just paint pictures, and then apparently the other people in the league were moaning about me because I'm too vocal about like when I make a good pass. I'm like, did you see that? I was just like in their face. I'll put it round with someone and shoot into the bottom corner and go, someone's got to stop me. Someone's got to stop. And I just really wind them up. And then apparently in one of the other group chats, I was like, who the fuck that cunt think he is? He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's some kind of comedian. And then somebody Googled me and then sent a screenshot and was like, and apparently he was like, oh, fucking well.
Are you saying that to wind the opposition up?
Oh, yeah. Everything is...
He believes it as well.
No, I believe it as well.
I'm singing, why are you that shocked when something good happens? Because whenever I do something good, I go, that's exactly what was meant to happen there.
I just shout
outside of the boot, there you
somebody
go.
Stop
Perfectly
me.
weighted. Not even a touch.
I'll do something. I'll go, somebody's got to stop me. This is getting out of hand.
Last time I was arguing with Footy about someone, and I'm arguing with someone who plays semi-pro now, and he's going to me, you still think you're boss? I'm like, I am, yeah. And he says, what? And he's arguing over who's the best player. I'm going, well better than you. He's like, you fucking can't run, you can't do nothing. And I said to him, when's the last time you played and people stopped and went, how's he done that? That happens to me every time I play.
Yeah, because they're so fucking shocked, isn't they?
Yeah.
They're like, that you can stand up straight.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're playing against them ones that just go for the ball and you just skin them dead quick. It's like, you reckon you're good there? It's like, no, that guy is fucking dreadful.
I played 5-a-side against Dwight Gow. You remember Dwight Gow?
Yeah.
And
Was he at Newcastle, wasn't he?
he was at Newcastle. He's like one of them. He's one of those strikers that
Cunt.
Remember that, yeah?
in the Champions League, in the Championship,
he won that league now. Have you not heard?
he'll bang in goal. One of those strikers in the Championship bangs in goals, and then just in Premier League will get 5. And was playing. We got mutual friends. He's from my way, and we was playing 5-a-side, and he would turn. I was trying to mark him.
Yeah.
And he would turn and shoot, and like I remember the keeper shouting. He turned me, and I was holding him. I was holding him, physically fouling him, and he still turned on a sixpence and got a shot away into the bottom corner. And the keeper was like, fuck's sake, Dave, get tight. I was like, if I'm only tight, my fucking dick would be up his arse.
We played with Sheeran and Savage and for the BBC, some like 24-hour charity thing. They played for 24 hours, and the goal was like that size, and Sheeran was putting them in. And you're like, how the fuck's he scoring in a goal that size? Keep it in front of it. And he's still banging them in. He was unbelievable. Shearer was unbelievable.
Shouts out Alan.
Savage wouldn't.
Savage
was shite. He wouldn't stay on his feet.
Really?
I love Savage.
He was side tackling women.
Fucking way.
He was slide tackling women, and we were like, "You just fucking trying to get a grip, you fucking horrible bastard." Slide tackling women, and then he come off when we were playing them because he knew we were gunning for him.
Everyone was wanted to nail him,
mate. Because Savage is used to that in the Premiership.
We'd all been giving him shit at the side, yeah. But you know, he's just gone. Why am I asked about? I'm not going to wait for some big lad. And then Shearer was just fucking. He's just having us off all the time, and then the ball comes down and I turned Shearer and he just went, "You're not going past me," and just fucking grabbed me, just grabbed me. He was like, "You're not going past." Like, there's no way in the world.
His arms around you.
Yeah, well,
he was a big, strong
boy. Just went like that. I was like, "You're not going." I was like that. Screamed at the ref, and I was thinking, You've stopped me. But if I'd have done that, I'd have gone home, I'd have clipped it. You just stopped me having that, you cunt. And he knows, right?
Didn't Tony Carroll nutmeg?
Tony Carroll nutmegged. That's why he's done it, because Tony Carroll nutmegged him. And every fucking 2 weeks, Tony Carroll.
Although a Megs, you have to get the ball back.
I do agree, but
you can't just stick it for someone. You got to get the ball back.
When it's a Premier League footballer, I think you can get away with it.
Well, yeah. But
or what about if you pass it through their legs?
No, you've got to.
No, that's a nutmeg. No, because if you know that their legs are open and the player, you can put it through their legs and find your player.
You got to say Megs before you do it, though, otherwise it doesn't count.
Yeah?
Nah, because when you shoot and it goes through the keeper's legs, you're not nutmegged him. He's tried to save and they've happened to be out. It's not a Megs. It's got to be.
That's what top strikers always say. They always go
you
for
wave the ball, they
come
fit, slip it.
Because they can't close their legs quick enough.
Yeah.
Who's the best? Have you played? So Shearer and Savage?
Shearer was unbelievable. Savage was taking the piss the whole thing, so you couldn't really tell how good he was. But Shearer took it seriously. This how seriously Shearer took it. It was on foam mats. And he went on with his trainees and he walked off and he sent a runner to go and buy him Mouldies. He said, I'm not going back on that pitch unless you buy me Mouldies. So a runner had to go to Sports Direct or JD and buy him a pair of Mouldies because he wasn't playing.
It was on foam mats?
Yeah, because it was the whole shitty BBC
Oh,
Red
the
Nose
BBC,
thing.
yeah. I was going to say, was it at a stadium?
Yes, no, it's just outside, Salford.
Oh, yeah.
You know where they filmed
How did you all play? Because
they wanted rivalries for every hour. So
it was
like
Mank and Scousers,
so it was Mank v Scousers. So they just asked loads of Alex Boardman sorted out the Mank team, and I sorted out the Scouse team, and it was just my Mank v Scousers. Tony Carroll, Meg Shearer, and then just like say every 2 weeks we'll post it.
He's a bit of a player.
He's got good feet, isn't he?
He's got boss feet, and he's got good technique striking the ball as well. Well, he just can't run, can he? I
think that's like all of us, though, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Everyone focus.
You
told you it's tedious.
When you're defeated and you go, yeah, I've still got it. You're like, fuck.
Honestly, I still believe.
I played at Goodison.
You saying about
you did, didn't you?
I played at Goodison on
Was it full Goodison or they took the picture?
No, it was one of them fucking empty ones.
Yeah, I played at one lane like that.
Do you know where you like you can?
No, I mean, it's like do you have a sandy pitch, don't you?
Well, no, it was like the pitch was all. It was in good nick and all that.
They put half pitch though because none of you could run.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Goals both.
And then we had penalties at the end, and you know, like Glory and all that, Gladys Street end, and I fucking ballooned it, mate, right over the bar. And I was just like,
It's when you see them kind of games though, and you realise how fit football is. When you see
it's massive though.
When
you don't realise
play on that,
you think it's just like a pitch that you.
It's like you look watching them play and treacle, and then that's when you're like, you think they should be able to sprint full pace at 80 minutes. You got to factor in that these cunts are fucking knackered, and you think like he can't fucking play. You fucking chase him down. It's like, yeah, but mate, he's been running out of his arse for 80 minutes. The fact he doesn't go them extra 2 yards.
It's so wide, like, you know what I mean? You don't realise how wide it is, and you think up and down, and you've got to be an athlete, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, it's me, fucking big pudding bum. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a charity thing, was it?
It was like, it was like a fucking... Graham Sharp was our manager, and he's funny when he went to us in the change. He's just let the ball do the work and all that. You're thinking, you're fucking...
I haven't got the power to kick
you're a Mario and that.
Like, right back to the centre half. I've got to fucking volley that ball to get it to the centre.
It's like a hot potato. You're like, just get it away from me, you know what I mean? Just...
No, but that's it. You know when they just string it along the back? Yeah. You try doing that with 4 amateurs, mate. They can't get it across. They can't get it across.
You watch Prem and you're like, they got so much fucking time on that ball, and then they ain't. They just they're all just at a level where they just look like they've just got all the time.
It's so easy to do, isn't it?
It's like me making stand up looking, you know what I mean? Just...
But like boxing as well, you think like just fucking hit him. It's like you can't just fucking hit him.
Yeah.
Like when people are like, why is David A not fucking punching Klitschko? It's like, you go try fucking punch Klitschko in the fucking head.
Yeah, but the people do think that about us. Like, do you think you can just go on stage and be funny? It's like,
probably.
When's this going out, this episode?
Probably won't put it out, to be honest with you.
No.
Football heavy, this one.
It is quite football heavy, but
what are you plugging?
I've got to plug something. That's why I want to. Yeah,
well, we're going to
plug away
because you're starting his own events, isn't he?
So. Yeah, so actually,
Tony, fucking looking at
you mentioned it before. Good on you.
No, because Tony, I was going to message you on Facebook actually, but I do events.
You've got a lot of fans like you, though. That's
I do events for travelling football fans who follow their team in European competition. So,
what would you want to message Tony for? Then he's never been.
Everton, fucking hell.
Nah, but like, so so what we do is we fly out comedians that support the club that's playing. So we're doing on Valentine's Day.
You've done a Tottenham one, haven't you?
We're doing Tottenham.
We've done
You've done the Tottenham one so far, haven't you?
Fenerbahce,
I've done the Tottenham one, we
Galatasaray.
sold out, and I've done a Man City one as well.
Oh, she's done 2 now?
Yeah, I've done 2. So it's a business called Under the Lights, because obviously comedy and European
Yeah.
football both under the lights. And what we do is, so obviously like 5,000 fans will travel to watch their team in the Champions League or the Europa League. And then we take a daytime comedy show, just saying for people to meet up. Like what a lot of older fans or solo traveling fans come to the event and then they just watch some comedy. And we want to get like ex-players for Q&As. We're talking to Edgar Davids at the moment because he's going to be in Milan and he played for both AC and Tottenham. And if we can get if we can build it to a big enough company where we get ex-players. Yeah. So if you're in like Madrid and you're like, I fucking got 8 hours to the game, and he's like, well, this event's got a comedian that supports Liverpool, but also they've got fucking some ex-player from the 90s doing a Q&A, you'd pay 25 quid for that. You know, you
especially
would
I wouldn't, because I'd just...
And it just...
Everyone on the ale and that. But it's something different, though, when when I have been in Europe watching everything fucking many moons ago, but it's something different, because all it is, you get there whatever way you can, whether it be the fucking a Delta or the fucking... You go the maddest way, the cheapest way, and then you get there and you... 12 hours to kick off, you're in a fucking square somewhere. And you
all it is, like, you can, like obviously, like, you like... Fans like to go to the square and sing songs, and I do as well. But like, it's like 2 hours of, and when we did it for Spurs, like I said, a lot of people turned up there. Had bought one ticket and then they left with people because they just didn't know anyone out there, and they left with people. And then we did one for Man City in Lisbon, and the same premise. So we've got one for Man United in Barcelona on the 16th of February. Yeah. So if any Man United fans are listening to this and want something to do in the day, we're doing a show at like 12:30 that afternoon. It's in a really good comedy club there.
It's been hard trying to find venues for like.
It is. It's a bit hard because you contact these venues that already do comedy or like live music or whatever. Yeah. So they've got all the equipment. And you say, listen, this is what we're doing, and as soon as you say English football fans, they go, nah. We don't want a fucking 100 English football fans in, and then you have to explain like. There are some dickheads that travel, but
we're not reaching
if you're gonna, that's not who are gonna come to our events. If you're a dickhead, you're not gonna come on.
If someone's ringing me up saying they want the travelling European fans to go, I'd be like, sounds like
we only need 100 or 200 of 5,000 people.
I'd want a behavioural bond.
Well, touch wood. So far, it's just been lovely. Do you know what I mean? And we've just had we just do the...
It's a great idea. I think it's a good idea because Rob said, don't get me wrong, you do find where you want to just be on the piss, or do you want to go on...
You can be on the piss anyway, but you want to show...
the same mentality that I'd go with, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing I'd go the day before, but that's because my mentality should get on it, sort of thing.
Yeah, of course.
But there's plenty of people who go who aren't me. Do you know what I mean?
But that's it, exactly. If you want to just get on it, go and get on it. Like you know, it's just an event for people.
Something different as well, aren't you? Especially if there's an player on or whatever.
That's the goal. Like, I'm going on TalkSport on Thursday to talk about it. We need to sell for United because I've got a Spurs following. Spurs is selling all right in Milan, but like, I don't know any United fans. I'm hoping that a few listen to this.
There'll be a few. Yeah, it goes out on Monday, so before the game.
Yeah,
sounds like a lot of work. That.
Hey, it's not
just you doing it. Have you got
no. So we fly comedians that support. Like I tried to get Danny Mack and some other. Tried to get Jamie Hutchinson out because we fly comedians that support. That support the club. So then, like, you can have it's more of a bond with the supporters. But flying out of Manchester became too. It was like £450 return flight. Plus with accommodation and flying out of London, so we've got Man United fans that are London based.
Fans in London.
Yeah. So, but it's got Ali Woods who's massive on TikTok, and we've got Alexandra Haddo as well.
Nice.
So yeah, and then I'll host it, and then for Tottenham we've got me and Tom Glover, which is a Tottenham fan down south. So
nice. It's a boss. I do think it's a boss idea. Just because I'm not the target audience, just means it's not a great idea.
No. Like honestly, idea.
Like my lads too. In a couple of years, when I start taking them, be looking for stuff like that. Like,
that's what a lot of people come up with their kids, and it's just something different. It's not for everyone, but if you want to like come watch a show, and then hopefully we'll get some ex-players as well. Like we was talking to Patrice Evra about doing United and
the character him like you need.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, they have to be out there doing TV that night because we ain't got the money at the moment to fly them out.
Yeah, there needs to be a reason.
Do you know? So if they're already if they're in the Bernabeu or the San Siro or whatever that night,
a couple of hours out the day.
Yeah. And then here's a bit of cash in hand. to come and do a Q&A.
You see them as well. Whenever I've been to like a European away with Liverpool, you do see ex-players just mingling about anyway because they got the day to kill. So the half of them
or
just
if they're
end
doing
up going
TV work in the night, like you're saying, which majority of them will be doing for various channels from different countries and that. But you know, I agree with Rob. I think it's a great idea, to be honest.
Yeah, thanks. It's called Under the Lights. If you want to just follow me, David Alfie Ward, or like Under the Lights Comedy on Instagram and that.
Sweet.
I'd appreciate that.
Quality. How long have you been taking your Olivia for?
She's been going the game, unfortunately, since I took her when she was 2.
Yeah.
She's 21 now.
My lad's 2 and I'm debating.
She's been put through some bad times, Olivia, like, do you know what I mean? Going to watch Everton, but
Millwall away sounds like one of them ones.
Oh, majorly. Poor bastard.
Have you only got one kid?
I've got 2. My lad supports Liverpool, actually.
What?
That's why he's not been mentioned once, isn't it?
I didn't know he existed.
Sam,
how old is he?
He's 26. He's 27.
Taking your missus is Liverpool as well.
Oh, she's Everton now.
Oh, wow.
But she reminds you that they're shit all the time.
Happened there?
So basically, do you know
he must have hated you.
I used to. I said this on my mate's podcast. I had to go overnight and fucking put me hood up. You know when they used to do sell the kits overnight at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right. So I used to go and I used to put me hood up so no one could see. Because if I ever got someone videoed me or whatever going in that fucking Liverpool store, I'd never live it down. Do you know what I mean? So, just so we could go to school in this fucking Liverpool. And I'd always say to him, "Do you want to come and watch Everton?" He'd be
so
like,
what made them go Liverpool then? If like
he was just always Liverpool. He just fucking wanted.
You never like I'd have thought
you dead legs and all that. Never change and that.
I don't think I could. My son like.
I don't know.
My kid could be anything but
really
Arsenal or Chelsea.
He was never really banging to like go. He'd go.
Right.
He wasn't as part. You know what I mean with me. Where if it was like where our Olivia sort of, she got fucking.
So did you take him to the Everton games when he was young, and then he just never?
I took him one. And Robbie Fowler played for, I can't remember, but no, was it? No, he was like, it's Robbie Fowler. I was like, fucking shut up, was you?
You mentioned Robbie.
Robbie Fowler in the park.
So he followed Fowler more so than Liverpool sort of thing? Because that's what I do with Shearer, wasn't it?
Yeah,
me and him, even though this has been football heavy, this is the first time ever on this podcast because I refuse to speak to him about football.
Yeah.
Because
I'm better than it.
No. Well, I'm a football snob. Like massive football, so I won't have a conversation about football with people. Like I've got so many rules unless they go to the game.
Yeah, no, that's
and
it.
And then if you don't go to the game, I won't speak to you about footy. And if you go to the game, then it's how do you act at the game. Like if you filming the players and all that while you're in the stands, I'm not speaking to you. And then, like when it comes to Liverpool, where do you sit? Do you wear merch when you go? If you fucking any of them, I'm not fucking talking to you. I'm a fucking football snob.
Do you have a half and half scarf?
Yeah, have you ever worn on?
Who the fuck is buying those?
I'm
mad, them, aren't they?
I've told people off in the cop for them.
I was at the North London Derby. They had a half Arsenal, half Tottenham scarf. Who the fuck is?
It's just like fondness and days. I've said, listen, lads,
it's a souvenir.
It's a souvenir, and I sort of. But
because they're going to one game.
Local lads and whatever. And don't get me wrong, just supporters, but. Like
if you went to an NFL game and you had literally but you just went, I'm just going, and these are the two teams that were playing, and then that's your souvenir. Like I remember when I watched these two teams play.
No, it's just
football's. I think it's the rivalry, isn't it? You know what I mean? You'd never. I know for a fact he would never fucking Arsenal scarf wrapped down his neck. No.
I would never.
A Liverpool scarf.
I would never have anything. I don't even wear fucking red.
Yeah,
I don't even wear fucking red.
I've got a mate who won't sit down at Anfield. Like he's won't sit down at Anfield because it's red seats.
You say just leave it.
So the way it ends, he just stands up, and then
he's Everton like
We went to watch the under-18s once, and he wouldn't sit down. I was like, no one else is standing up. No one else is standing up. And he's like, he only sat down the ends because someone else put the coat down and he sat on the coat because he wouldn't sit on red. Won't have red sauce on his butties. Just the most bitter bastard.
That's a bit far for me.
No, I respect it.
He needs to get a hobby him.
I respect, but that's why I can't respect him. I can respect that.
Who do you support, say?
Well, he doesn't.
Well, I've settled on Liverpool now.
You've settled on Liverpool. Yeah. See, that's wound me up.
Yeah,
you mean like I've settled?
Start at Blackburn, then Newcastle.
Because of
Shearer. Then he followed Beckham, so we followed United, and now he's settled on Liverpool.
You're a dickhead. You're 100%. You're a dickhead.
I've killed people with the left, and I'm scared of the right.
Scared of the right myself. But it's like, you know, how are you going to feel when Harry Kane becomes all-time Premier League top scorer?
Shearer, though, isn't it? Shearer's just the goat.
No, but I'm just like, how you feel?
I couldn't give a shit.
What's he off?
I couldn't give a shit.
60.
Is he?
Has he got 60 goals?
That's
He's the all-time.
That's 2 seasons for Kane.
What's Henry?
Not Premier League.
What?
30 and
He'll score 30 in the Premier League, Kane.
He's scored
Gets about
30
24, 25.
Okay, it's
20.
2 and a bit seasons.
I think he's not.
He's
that
getting 60 goals.
great.
Yeah, well, they had that argument on Sky.
I've never seen him be like he takes anyone on. He doesn't do it.
Well,
he
he
scores.
makes-
He
if
scores.
If you don't,
He makes me
if you don't
believe-
rate Harry Kane, you don't know football.
He's,
he makes
he's
me
no
believe-
way better than Henry.
He makes you believe I can play football.
His numbers are.
He just doesn't look.
They're
He's
different players.
ungainly.
You can't compare Henry and
Harry Kane is the
I
reason
think
why I
he's
think I can
ungainly.
still play Premier League.
I don't watch
You're
him
an
and
idiot.
think.
He's
It's my game.
Nah,
just
now I'm getting wound up.
A defender couldn't.
Now I'm getting
Defenders can't get near me. If I get my arse in, no one's getting the ball off
yeah,
me.
the defenders can't get near you for fucking good reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It's all Harry Kane
if
is.
I get my arse in, you're talking out your arse. Get your arse fucking. It winds me up. He's a phenomenal footballer. He's the best footballer I've ever seen at Tottenham, and I've seen Berbatov,
Bale.
I've seen
Kane?
Modric.
Kane's better than Bale.
Kane is the best all-round footballer I've seen at Tottenham. Yeah,
Better than Berbatov.
yeah,
I don't
Modric.
know.
yeah. And I've seen Modric.
I
And
rate Harry Kane as a goal scorer and a striker.
Who's the best Everton player you've ever seen?
Who have fucking hell, he's not getting very at the moment.
Gaza.
Graham Sharp.
Graham Sharp.
what's he done at the moment? What's Graham Sharp done?
Fucking hell.
You're already down as being a glass
There's
Tony.
fucking all kinds going on at Everton at the moment.
Oh,
and stuff.
okay, all right.
It's
Why is he one of the directors and stuff,
Yeah.
is he? Oh, all right.
Is he the one that's pussy hole? He's not coming to the ground
None of them are?
because they're all pussy holes, isn't it?
One of them got put in a headlock.
bullshit.
Oh.
There's that many cameras.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Someone can be seen picking the
I
nose.
saw that. Like, someone been seen picking the nose and wiping it on someone's head.
Aye.
That was one he used as well.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah. That was a blue nose. Picked his nose and wiped it on someone's
Well,
head.
like Liverpool fans don't do fuck all, so I'm not even biting.
No.
He's trying to hook, line, and sinker me.
Is this podcast always football?
No, never.
He's just
Never been football before because
Oh,
I won't
right.
speak to him about football. So this is the first time we ever spoke about football
It just
ever.
started, I think, with the band.
Because Tony's events, we still haven't found out how he really got into events.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, that's how I got into events. But Howard Kendall and Frankie Allen was my first one, and I've
11 years later. Why did you get into the box ones? Just, this is working, I'll try something else.
yeah. So becoming friends with Tony.
Oh, now it's not
Bellew.
about football. I'm fucking off.
So Tony.
We're finishing in 5 minutes. No, we are, because he's got to go.
I've got to shoot off it.
Yeah. So Tony Bellew was obviously boxing and stuff,
Yeah.
and so I used to do tickets and stuff with the coaches and stuff. And,
Yeah.
and then obviously I do, and they say he pays and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking. So I've had the likes of Calzaghe. I've got Ricky Hatton on again this Friday. So so it was good that he'd sort of vouched that I'd fucking
So it was one of them where he was your inroad sort of thing?
Yeah, I've got to thank him, to be honest, because if it wasn't for the likes of, if people spoke to him and said, is he all right? Is he fucking...
Yeah.
Does he,
Mm.
and he
Who
vouched
was
for
that?
me, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Tony Bellew sort of thing.
Right, yeah.
So,
Have you had Fury?
no.
Spoke
Talking
that
about
before.
that,
Yeah.
Too much money.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have a word with the community.
No, listen, it's so much fucking... He's absolutely massive, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
I would like. No, I was just because he's like a bit of a role model to me, obviously with the
No, especially with the mental
and
health
also
thing
the
and
mental
all
health.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I am an ambassador for Mind. Although that's why I've been a bit more sheepish today because I did the Hot Water Green Room podcast and Mind got in touch and was
Did
like,
he?
He wasn't really representing your Mind ambassadorness. He wasn't being very very mindful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a bit. I don't think that's that good of them about mental health because I could send you spiralling.
it did.
Say like, so now I'm fucking
Oh, wait,
depressed because
probably,
you.
I was like, should I ask to take it down or not? I just left it. Do you know what I mean? I just left it.
It's naughty that man.
Like,
That's
no, I'm
naughty
just
that
like,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
You should have bottled it up.
Yeah.
Kept it buried like the rest of us. Instead, you come out giving it all that. You naughty.
I reckon Calm would have been all right with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't see Calm getting in touch, do you?
Well, Tony's in a bastard of a kicking out.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, because of that, like with him being a from the Gypsy the Traveller community, And with mental health, you know, we both got bipolar, so I'd just love to meet him. And I'm convinced.
He just runs the streets.
I'm just convinced we'll cross paths at some.
There's a comedian called Ben Robinson's new comedian from Morecambe, and Tyson Fury was walking the streets. He tells a story. Tyson Fury was walking the streets with him once, and he's got Tyson Fury's book, and he said, "Will you sign that?" Fury told him to fuck off.
Did he?
Yeah, but it's because he was running.
He was running. Oh, he was running. Oh.
Yeah, I said, well, if you ran next to me, they'd probably sign it for you. And you're stopping the poor cunt and he's on a run. Say, will you sign me book for you? You can see him fucking running. It's like the fucking advertise the fuck.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I imagine him just walking down the street. And I was like, that's fucking.
No, he was running, training. And like you said, he's walking, he's fucking getting his way.
Especially when you're an athlete at that level, like your mentality, like nothing stops you.
Yeah.
You're going on a fucking 10-mile run. And you won't stop until you do.
Doesn't get to where he's got to from what he's fucking achieved. Do you know what I mean?
Run next to him. You might have got it signed. When his kid was in all day, he was going for runs, and there was all scallies running next to him, and he was having chats with them all and all that. But like I said, he's not going to stop it.
It's like a modern day Rocky.
Yeah, well, it was, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I'm sure
that,
David Price and that went on like, you know, they were all fucking running around, fucking.
Loads of videos of running around, and all the fucking scallies are running next to him. Going, "Night Tyson," he's going, "Hello, lads." They're having chats and that with them. Right, what you going to promote then, Tony?
Yeah, like I say, obviously, the podcast that's going to be coming up in the next month or so, the Good, the Bad and the Ugly podcast.
What's your events page?
My events page is Murrell's Tours and Events on Facebook, on Twitter, Murrell's Tours E1, and on Instagram, Murrell's Tours _.
Sound.
Please give it a follow.
Yeah, David Alfie Ward on everything. If you want to give me a follow, and
Under the Lights.
Under the Lights as well. Yeah. I'm sure I'll be back up north soon. I just did my first.
How are you selecting the games you're doing?
It just depends on the city. Like we look at the city, and if we've got like contacts there, or like we'll always do Tottenham because I've got a following in Tottenham. I've got a business partner on it, James, and he lives in Barcelona. So when Man United drew Barcelona, it was just like
easy.
Yeah. So we did Man City in Lisbon, and so now like we're just building this network of venues of like, so Lisbon are all like, yeah, fucking, once they saw what it was about and the fans come down and no one caused trouble, they're like, yeah, next time an English team gets Sporting or Benfica and that, you can just come down.
Nice.
So it's just about finding venues like that, or Amsterdam, the comedy club, the comedy cafe, just because I play there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Sweet. Excellent.
Lovely. Sign up to the Patreon, please, so you can hear more of this lovely football chat.
Never again.
I'm sorry it's so football. I don't know why. I think it is Tony. Tony's because he's banned from football and he loves football so much. And he's like, his wife's kicked him out. He's like, just go and talk about football.
Up the fucking
Don't worry, David. You got